Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is where today's game will come to you from. Welcome to this battle of NFC South rivals. Tampa Bay squares off against Carolina. Both teams have taken the field, and let's see what happens now as we're ready for the kickoff. Page is back and ready to put this one in the air. He got all of that one. This one is handled by Jennings. Jennings returns this one to the 21-yard line.
On the return.
Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Watch a man.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. Going to the left. Ooh, what a stiff one. Austin is there for the tackle at the 24-yard line. Number 27 takes the pitch for a gain of 3. Let's make it 4. It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Come out in a dime package. Bryant comes up to make the play at the 21. John, the coaches are always talking about his intensity and awareness.
And those are the type of plays where you see those qualities really showing themselves. He's a cornerstone of this defense. And he always seems to be in the right position to make the play.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. With the throw. Complete to the wide receiver. Hampton is there on the stop at the 45. Big gain right there. 33 yards on third down. First and 10.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Will. Here we come.
The Panthers line up at a 4-3. Peyton comes up to make the play at the 34. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Keep moving.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Hand off to the tailback. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
So it's second and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Carolina using 3 linebackers. Austin is there for the tackle.
On the carry.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Third down, and they'll have to try to get it to the 24-yard line to pick up a first down. The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Throws it right on target to the wide receiver.
When you have guys with speed that can get open downfield, it gives you the ability to run long pass patterns. But it all begins with the offensive line because they're going to have to hold their blocks a little longer and because it takes more time for the play to develop.
8th play of this drive. They're in the red zone.
Here we go. Watch
Carolina comes out in their nickel package.
Hey, watch the ball.
Little misdirection. Bryant is there on the stop at the 15-yard line.
Gain of 2.
Harris, and very little help up front, maybe a yard or 2 on the play. Ninth play of this drive. They're inside the 15.
Defense, get ready. Be careful.
Handed off to the back. Carson is there for the tackle at the 14-yard line. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
The 7-yard line is where they have to go on this third down play.
Let's go. That's coming through, baby. Deuces.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Under pressure, throws to the end zone.
When you see an overthrow like that, a lot of time it has something to do with the mechanics. Maybe it's how he set his feet. Maybe it's where he released the ball. One way or another, he has to take a little more time and get the ball to a spot where someone can make the play on it.
Watson will try to give his team the lead with his field goal attempt. The veteran connecting for the field goal. And they come away with a field goal on their first drive of the game.
They established some things on offense, and they got 3 points out of it. I'm thinking that we're going to see a lot more points out of them before this one's over.
Johnson is just about ready to kick this one away. It's on its way. From the 6-yard line. Runs through the tackle. Carolina trying to push this one all the way down the field for the lead. Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
So we're going to take it. Hey, watch
George,
the
the deep man.
Let's go now.
Closing in, throwing, nearly intercepted. Can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Stay at home.
Dropping back, pressure, throws it, incomplete. The defense was coming after him on that play.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Third and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
The Bucks come out in a nickel package. Throwing. Pass ball's incomplete.
The defense dug in their cleats and held their ground on that series of downs.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. And he chooses not to return this one. Ball on their own 11.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
What's the hard count? We got to have it, D. Stay at home. Here we go.
The Panthers line up in a 4-3. Austin is there for the tackle at the 9-yard line. They went backward on that one.
And that's a very good call by the defensive coordinator. He had a good idea of what was coming, and he called the perfect play to stop it.
Second and 12. Ball on the 9-yard line.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Number 93 is there on the stop at the 14-yard line.
On the play.
It's third down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
Stay at home.
Rolling out to his right. Gets the pass off. Whitman is there for the tackle at the 45-yard line. And a flag is down on that play. His face mask may have been pulled. So the penalty on third down does go against the defense, and the result is a first down. Ball in midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Hold the look. Come on.
Hand it off to the back.
On the ground.
Simmons comes up to make the play.
When your offensive line is getting a good push up front, it's a lot easier to pick up yardage on the ground.
Second and 2 coming up here.
On the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. With the carry. This one will be spotted at the 29-yard line. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Hey, let's go one deep.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3. Little misdirection.
All on us, y'all.
Puts it on the ground. The Panthers recover. The fumble was recovered by the defense.
Those eyes and reflexes are still working just fine.
It's 1st and 10. Thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call on the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
And we'll take a few looks to determine whether the ball came out before the knee was down.
The key thing here is that the ball started to come out before his knee was down. If it did, then it should be counted as a fumble.
No fumble occurred.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
The Panthers with a 4-man front.
Go low. Let's go.
Throws it. Lopez is there for the tackle at the 19-yard line. Perry did a good job on that play, John. The defense really seemed to fall for the play fake.
Hook, line, and sinker. That's just a great job of selling a play, opening things up for coverage downfield.
Stay tight. Let's go.
They're inside the 20 and have a 3-point lead.
Let's go. Screen down. Hey, defense, get ready.
Hand it off to the back. Number 38 comes up to make the play at the 15-yard line.
That was a good job by the back who just saw the hole, and boom, he hit it right in there for a few yards, and he got the chain gang moving.
Down inside the 15.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Carson is there on the stop at the 14-yard line. Number 27 takes it up the middle for a yard or two. It's second down and 9 to
Ball
go.
on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Get some slack going.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3. They'll spot this one at the 13-yard line. So that tackle was his third. No place to run on that one.
And the thing is, when you don't get underneath the defensive line, you're not going to have the leverage that needed to knock them off the ball. And that time, the defense had all the leverage.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Do something. Let's go now.
The Panthers come out in a nickel package. Nice play fake. With the pass, the wide receiver has it. Perry is right on the mark with that throw.
Third down is when you really need your quarterback to be sharp, because the temptation to force something in is bigger. That time he found the right guy, and he made a good throw.
2 yards to go for the touchdown.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
Watch the snap now.
Number 27, the lone back. Jennings in motion.
It's showtime, baby. Bring it up.
So a fly to the end zone. Almost intercepted. Dropped in the end zone, so the offense still has possession.
And that's the last thing you want as a defender, to have the ball go right through your hands in the end zone.
It's second and goal at the 2. Keep the throttle down. Looking for the goal line. Austin comes up to make the play at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them take the lead. Lobs one into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
I like that pass. You take a shot at the end zone, you throw it at that back pylon, and it's either going to be incomplete or your guy's going to get it. And that time, his guy got it for the touchdown.
Watson comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. You capitalize on good field position, get it into the end zone.
Yeah, you got to convert opportunities like that into touchdowns. And that time, they did it with authority.
Johnson in to kick this one off.
Hicks back to return.
From the 3-yard line. It's free. Bucks are there to pick up the ball. Great play by the special teams to recover the fumble.
I'll tell you, sometimes these kick returners try and do too much when there's nothing there. And this is exactly the type of thing that's going to happen.
Clearly a big momentum shift could be in the making as we take a look at a possible fumble.
And they really had no choice but to challenge it because of what it could mean for both teams. I don't know. It's a tough call from seeing that angle.
No fumble occurred.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
You bet. They just went from a bad play to a good one. And that does a lot for your team. Now let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Ball on their own 34. On the call. Great fake. Throwing. The pass falls incomplete. They dropped additional people into the secondary, but still generated an excellent pass rush.
And that gives you a lot of flexibility calling your defense. If the guys up front are good at creating pressure, then you don't have to blitz as often, giving you the ability to double cover an opponent's best receiver.
Careful. Play hard and fast, baby.
George, the deep back. Pressure coming with the throw. Reese with the stop at the 46-yard line. Good throw, good catch to move the chains.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
You turn it up. Let's go.
He gets the catch. Henry comes up to make the play at the 45.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
2nd and 9.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
We like to pack the wolves. I can do it, baby.
The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package.
All on us, y'all.
Blitz is coming. Under pressure. Throws on the move. Has started off quickly as the first quarter comes to an end. With the score, Tampa Bay 10, Carolina 0. The teams as switch sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36. The lineup with 6 defensive backs. Closing in with the throw. Swings this pass to his running back out on the right side. Powell looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. Jennings sets up, waiting for the punt. Fair catch called for. So they'll down it at the 2-yard line and put the offense now in a very difficult position.
I'll tell you, that was one heck of a punt. Those gunners did a great job getting down there and down on the ball.
Backed up against their own goal line. A report now on the injured player. The team is indicating it's the type of injury that will take some time to heal, so he is done for the day. Aimed it off to the back. Refuses to go down. Whitman is there on the stop at the 9. Number 27, running hard, going right through the arm tackles. Ball on their own 9.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an I. With the carry, Crowder comes up to make the play at the 11.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
Third and maybe 1.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
They line up in the I formation. Payton brings him down before he can reach the marker. Not a really good effort, and they falter in trying to pick up short yardage. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. From the 47-yard line.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
They'll take over at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hands it off. Hill comes up to make the play at the 37.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Watch a man. Do something.
Only one man in the backfield. With the throw, and it's caught. Reese is there for the tackle. God, he has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
With a counter play. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. The interior lineman, John, got off the ball very well on that play.
Yeah, and the key to stopping that kind of run is exactly that. Whoever fires off the line faster and gets better leverage is going to win those battles at the line.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
A little misdirection. Number 98 is there on the stop.
On the run.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
If they can get it to the 16-yard line, that would be a 1st down. Joyce, the lone back. Pumps once, throws it, turns, he has it. Touchdown, Panthers. Great catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver, and he knows how to get open in the end zone.
Page comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. So the short drive is capped off with a touchdown.
They did a good job of getting into the end zone. Sometimes when your team is in a shortened field situation, the offense comes out a little flat. That time, they came out with intensity.
Carolina is lined up for the kickoff. Jennings back deep to return.
This one is handled by Jennings. Nothing happened for the offense on their last drive as they went 3 and out. First and 10.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Perry out of the gun. McDonald comes in motion.
Alert, 5-5. Let's go. 3-2.
Gets the pass off. The wide receiver has it. Whitman is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line. Excellent recognition by the receiver, reading the coverage and adjusting his route accordingly.
Option routes are receiving routes designed to take advantage of the coverage. It's up to both the receiver and the quarterback to make the same read. If the receiver reads zone, but the quarterback reads man, you can see passes going right to defenders.
First and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
On the 41-yard line.
So we're going to take it. Keep moving.
Number 27, the deep back, tucks it away. Bryant is there on the stop.
On the run.
Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Carolina goes with a 4-man front. Off-balance throw. Jumping and has it. He's over the century mark in yardage with that last reception.
11 on the play.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
So low. So low. Watch each other back. Tampa.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Whitman is there for the tackle at the 25.
If they keep getting gains like this, it could really open up things for them in the second half.
5-yard gain. It's second down and 5 to
Ball
go.
on the 25-yard line.
Get me going. One of us gonna make
The
it.
Buccaneers line up in the bunch formation.
Watch the screen.
Hand off to the tailback. Matt comes up to make the play at the 17-yard line. And that gain will get them a fresh set of downs.
It was a great run. He saw his blockers create some room for him, and he accelerated right through the hole.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Lucky. Danny. Whip. Let's go. Be good.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3.
From the start.
A little misdirection. Number 93 is there on the stop at the 14-yard line. Number 27 runs it for about 3 on the counter play. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
Do something.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3 with the pass. This one falls incomplete. Now, who are they going to call the penalty on here?
Pass interference on the defense. Number 38.
This one goes against the defender.
Both the offensive and the defensive player have a right to go for the ball there. But it looks as though the defender just decided to tackle the receiver rather than play in the pass.
Go make a play.
Carolina lines up in a 4-3. Goes to the ground. It's second and goal at the 6.
Rush in. Let's go. Hey. All day, baby. Come on. Watch the play. So low. Watch screen.
Hand it off to the back, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gaps, and brought down the back for a loss.
It's third and goal at the 7-yard line.
Watch the hard count. Let us dictate.
And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down. He tosses it out to the right. Austin is there for the tackle. No can do. The defense comes up with a stop on 3rd and goal. So this should be an easy 3. Veteran kicks it through. Watson makes good on the short field goal attempt after the offense drives it into the red zone.
They had everything clicking at first and kind of sputtered out, but they still get points.
Johnson is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Back deep to return.
From the 5-yard line. In their last possession, they did a great job moving the ball through the air on their way to the end zone. And you'd expect to see the same thing here until the defense proves they can defend against the pass. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
On the 26-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Everything you got.
Out of the I formation. Here they come. This pass is incomplete. He was in the right place at the right time, and that saved them from giving up a lot of yardage. 2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
We like a pack of wolves. All right, let's go.
George lines up behind his fullback in the I.
Watch out. Let's go now.
Hand it off. Henry is there on the stop at the 32-yard line.
Vision is so important to these ball carriers. They got to find the hole and get to it before it closes. There's no hole there, and they got to know that too. If you don't have the vision, you just can't find the hole.
Ball on the 32-yard line. Third
2 minutes to go.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield. Deep throw. Incomplete pass. He has a great arm, but that pass was just a little bit too long.
They really like the way he throws the deep passes. He can make all the throws. The short ones, the medium ones, the long ones. This guy can do it all. Now, he'll struggle with his consistency every now and then, but they sure could do a heck of a lot worse at this quarterback position.
Murphy is ready to punt this one away. Jennings lines up deep for the punt return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
They'll go from the I formation.
Here we go.
They'll pass on first down. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Hampton is there for the tackle at the 27. Jennings makes the catch, but for a short gain, maybe 3 yards. Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Perry will work out of the shotgun. With the pass, this pass is incomplete. And he throws incomplete because he had major pressure.
The corner came on a blitz and he sprinted for the quarterback. Guys love the opportunity to get a sack. And that time he just missed taking him down.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Let's go.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package with the throw, and he fails to hang on to that.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Johnson comes into the game for the punt. Hicks into return. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 38-yard line. They'll take over at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
All on us, y'all. One more, fella.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs.
Watch the snap down.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down.
Back deep.
Looking comfortable in the pocket with the pass, and he makes the grab. Hill comes up to make the play.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change in pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
With the throw, this one falls incomplete. Burnside was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
We'll probably just see a handoff here.
And they were able to save a few timeouts, which is big, because now they can bring in their short yardage guys to get the first.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Be careful. Go get it.
Nickel back in this time. Put this one in the air, trying to convert. Throws it. Hill is there for the tackle at the 25-yard line.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. I like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time.
1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Go low. Go low. Yeah, low. Let's go.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Pressure with the throw. The 10. Slips the tackle. Touchdown, Carolina.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The extra point attempt is good. Carolina now leads for the first time in the game.
This is a team that's very balanced. They don't think too much about the score in the first part of the game. They just keep going out and do their thing.
Page comes in to kick off.
Jennings.
Booming kick downfield. This one is handled by Jennings.
No one has really taken control so far in this one. It's still anyone's game.
It's 1st and 10.
Will start the drive at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that swing.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. Lopez gets to him just as the ball arrives, and he knocks it loose.
He played that well. You know, it looked like he knew exactly where that route was going.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Get some slack going.
Nickelback in this time. Gets rid of it. He finds his man.
The offense
The Bucks
calls a
call a
timeout.
timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Let's go. All right, here we go.
He tucks it away. Pressure coming. The pass ball's incomplete. Tampa Bay comes up short on 3rd down again. Johnson will come in now to punt it away. Hicks is the deep return man. And he signals for the fair catch.
It's still pretty early, but it's been an even game so far. We'll have to see who can take control on this drive.
First and 10.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Watch out. Here we go. Let's go. Go make a play.
The Panthers line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Ooh, nearly picked off. Robbins was the intended receiver on that play. Hill with the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Here I go.
They line up in the I formation. Drops back, under pressure, gets the pass off. Reese is there on the stop. A risky throw, but they're able to complete it. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Blake goes to work with an empty backfield. Throwing. Jumps and makes the catch. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass. And it's working.
Now, it looks like he came down with it. The official will have to decide, though. And, John, what do you think? Was he in bounds?
I think he was, but remember, to reverse it, the referee has to have clear visual evidence.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Completed pass, the player had control of the ball.
It's first and 10. Carolina pulls a timeout. They have none left. The try is good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
Squib kick short. From the 8-yard line. And this should be the last play of the half.
29-yard line.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Austin is there on the stop at the 31-yard line. At the end of 2, the score is 17-13. Panthers.
17. The Buccaneers. 13. We're ready to begin the third quarter of play.
Johnson will be kicking off.
To start the second half. Hicks back to return.
From the 4. Hicks returns this one to the 26. Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Handed off to the back. Hill is there on the stop at the 34-yard line.
A solid running game starts with a blocking of the offensive line. The ball carrier must have good vision so he can take advantage of the holes that they open up.
Ball on their own 34.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
So we gonna take it.
on the carry. Simeon is there for the tackle at the 42-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Come on. Let's go. Be good. It's showtime, baby.
Hand it off. Nice play fake. With the throw, almost picked off. Burnsides was his intended target. Myers was there on the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Here we come. Danny. Get me going.
Throws on the run. Drops the interception. 2 tipped passes in a row.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
One of us gonna make a play. Let's go.
Blake from the shotgun. Lewis comes in motion. Looking for room. Play action. Closing in. Throws it. Incomplete. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Jennings sets up to run back the punt. Took his eyes off the ball, and it's up for grabs. The Panthers pick it up. They give it right back to them after the fumble on the punt return.
I'll tell you, when you're returning the punt, your #1 priority is to hold on to the ball. I mean, your defense just made a good stand, and the offense is set to come in and make something happen. And you do something like that.
Let's go one deep.
Burnside, the man in motion. Handed off to the back. Myers is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line.
Mixing runs with passes keeps the defense honest.
It's second down and 9 to go.
On the 22-yard line.
Regular. Let's go.
Only one man in the backfield.
We turning it up. Watch a man.
They're blitzing. Throws it. Nearly intercepted. He's lucky he hasn't been intercepted on this drive.
Yeah, but luck eventually runs out. If you're throwing the ball right at defenders like he's been doing, they're bound to come up with one.
Third and 9. Ball on the 22-yard line.
They worry about us coming. It's all about
The
teamwork.
Buccaneers come out with one linebacker and several defensive backs. With the pass, he hits his receiver. Hill is there on the stop at the 11-yard line. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
They're 11 yards away from the end zone.
I can do it, baby.
They've had some big plays that have resulted in touchdowns, but this is their first time they've been inside the 20-yard line. Hand it off. Now that's a stiff one. And they'll score. Touchdown.
That touchdown had everything. Good play call, good blocking, and a great run.
Page comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. And so they're handed great field position and cash in.
Yeah, when you give this team field position like that, you can practically take a touchdown to the bank.
Carolina is lined up with the kickoff. Jennings back deep to return.
From the 6-yard line. Sheds the tackle. Jennings returns this one to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3.
I'm going.
Hand off to the tailback. You could hear the collision up here. Number 27 takes it up the middle for a yard or two. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. It's second down and 9 to go.
On the 23-yard line.
Get my cut back. All day, baby. Come on.
Perry with a man in motion.
You can't stop me. Turn it up now. Blue down. All right, now.
Hand it off. Carson is there for the tackle.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Fakes the handle. With the throw, someone gets a hand up and it drops to the ground. Tampa Bay can't keep their drives going, John. They failed on 6 third downs.
Yeah, they're not calling their best plays on third down, and they're predictable, which makes it easier for the defense to make the stop.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 39-yard line. The Panthers will start the drive at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
What screen? Get it on.
Hands it off to the fullback. Runs over the tackle. Penn is there for the tackle at the 45. He is a big offensive force.
Those guys are load to bring down. Defenses have a tough time wrapping up those big old tree trunks he has for legs.
Second down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Keep it up. Man, right. Run it. Here I go. Here we go. They saw it, man.
It's a blitz. Pressure with the pass. Almost intercepted. Lewis ran the short pattern, but couldn't pull it in. Reese had the coverage on the play. Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Here we come. Be the hammer, not the nail. Understand.
Throwing. Number 98 is there on the stop at the 46-yard line. Caught for a first down against single coverage. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's do our thing. All day, baby. Come on. Watch out.
Little misdirection. Slips the tackle. Penn comes up to make the play. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
You can't stop me. Nothing.
The Panthers line up in trips bunch. Moss is there for the tackle at the 38-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Third and maybe 2.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Hey, let's lock it up, D. Let's lock it up.
They've done very well on third down to this point.
Bring it up. Hard count, fella.
With a counter play. Hand comes up to make the play at the 29-yard line.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Good shoot. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, watch that screen. Set. Hey, watch the screen.
Defense, get ready.
Receives the handoff. Setting up play action. Gets rid of it. They're going to spot this one and the 3. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
3 yards will get them 6 points.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Get it up. Let's run, man.
The last time they were inside the 20, they got a touchdown out of it. He gets the count. Moss is there for the tackle at the 1-yard line. George takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. It's second and goal at the 1.
Let's go, defense. Watch screen. Keep it up.
They come out in a dime package. Play action. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone but dropped it.
One person breathing a sigh of relief is the quarterback.
It's third and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Hold it, baby. Hold it.
Joyce, the lone back. Blake with a man in motion. Hand it off. And they're in. Touchdown.
And here you have the line getting a big push. And you just follow that surge in for the touchdown.
Page comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Great run. 24 straight points.
They've really been playing some good football lately. They finally seem to have it all put together.
Carolina is lined up for the kickoff. Jennings back deep.
Nice distance. From the 1-yard line. Hold on, we've got a penalty on the play, and let's check it out.
Holding on the receiving team. Number 59.
A team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
Ball on their own 17.
Will start the drive at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
There we go, baby.
Carolina comes out in a 4-3.
Stay hard and fast, baby. All on us, y'all.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure coming. The veteran slips in there and gets the sack.
Hey, you still got to give him a lot of respect. His moves haven't diminished that much, and he still makes impact plays.
Now in second and long after the sack.
11-yard line.
I can do it, baby.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Throwing. And he dropped it.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
Third and long. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Deuce it. Come on.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third
Don't
down.
make a play. Turn over.
Throws it.
Screen pass.
And the catch is made. Whitman stops him at the 37-yard line.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Will. Get some slack going. Let's go, boys. Hey, work a screen.
Gets rid of it. Right on target to the wide receiver. He put something extra on that throw, and that'll keep the chains moving.
And that's what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick that 1 millisecond can make a difference.
First and 10.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Come on.
The Panthers with a 4-man front. Austin is there for the tackle at the 50. Number 27 battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Ball on the 50.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Get it started. Here we go.
The Panthers come out in a 4-3. Rowing. Almost picked off. Jennings was the one they were trying to get the ball to, and with the coverage. And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Watching the knee.
Perry will work out of the shotgun. Looking for room. Play action. Launching the pass deep down the right side. This one falls incomplete. That whacks him, causing the incompletion.
I'll tell you, there are plenty of guys in the league who take pride in making hits like that, especially when it causes an incompletion.
Here comes the punter. He's gotten a lot of action so far. He's waving for the fair catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 4. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package. Under pressure, throwing. Jumps, and he has it. Robbins makes a very difficult catch to secure the first down.
When you go up like that, coming down with it is usually not much fun, especially when you got guys nearby who are waiting to put a lick on you.
First and 10.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
All on us, y'all. We the hammer, not the nails.
George, the lone back.
Stay at home.
He gets the handoff on the delay. Williams is there on the stop at the 48. George picks up a couple on the delayed handoff. Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
You gotta believe it. It's our day. Keep it up.
From the gun. Drops back. Closing in. Rolling right. Looking for something long. It's caught. Hand comes up to make the play. At the 3. With that completion, he's now over 200 yards passing. It's first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Watch each other back. Stay at home. Watch your eyes.
They got it into the end zone on their last red zone drive. Hands it off. Jones is there on the stop at the 3. The defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner down. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Panthers ahead of the Buccaneers 31-13. Tampa Bay is going to need a huge fourth quarter if they expect to win this one. 3 yards will get them 6 points.
Watch it. Hey, let's go.
Only one man in the backfield. Burnside comes in motion. Touchdown, Panthers.
I'll tell you, they just knocked that defensive line backwards on that play. Watch it here. The offensive line explodes off the ball. The defense can't get any penetration, and the runner is in the end zone.
The extra point attempt is good. The Panthers have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead.
Carolina
Looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Jennings back to return.
Good distance. This one is handled by Jennings.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they played so far.
First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Watch the fake. Let's go now.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Throws it. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 40 runs through the tackle. Simmons makes the fourth quarter interception. Following the interception, it's now first and 10.
Watch the man.
George, the deep back, with a counterplay. Hill comes up to make the play at the 21-yard line. George hits the handoff on the misdirection play and picks up 6 yards.
Second and 4. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Watch out. Do some. Check
The backs are lined up in an I. Jordan goes in motion. Hands it off. Lewis is there for the tackle at the 15.
That's some good stuff right there. You give it to your back, have him bowl straight ahead for good yardage, and you get a new set of downs to work with.
First and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Ain't no thing. Keep the throttle
Jordan,
down.
the man in motion.
Will. You can't stop me. Let's go now.
Tucks it away. Can't get it from behind. Reese is there on the stop at the 14. George takes it up the middle for a yard or two. They're inside the 15.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
We like a pack of wolves. Stay at home. Hey, let's go.
Joyce, the lone setback.
Rush in.
Handed off to the back. Henry is there for the tackle at the 14-yard line. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole or a gap, but the defensive line sealed everything up.
Third down now, and the 5-yard line is where they have to reach.
It's all about teamwork.
The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package.
Go make a play.
Gets the handoff on the delay. Williams is there on the stop at the 8-yard line. Fourth down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do. Control the ball and the clock while getting into position to add at least 3 points.
He shouldn't have any problems with this attempt. The attempt is good. The Panthers continue to increase their lead. Page comes in to kick off.
Jennings back deep to return.
This one is handled by Jennings.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Hand off to the tailback. Bryant is there on the stop at the 27-yard line. Number 27 rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Second and 6.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. Gets rid of it. He can't bring it down inbounds. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Third and 6. Ball on the 27-yard line.
What's the run? Everything you got.
Carolina comes out in their nickel package. Rolling right. Throwing. Broken up. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion.
Receiver on the play.
Johnson is ready to pump this one away. Hicks back to return. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 35-yard line. The Panthers will start the drive at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Panthers line up in the bunch formation. They'll pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Drops the interception.
That was a good play, turned bad play. Good because their zone defense worked well. Bad because he dropped the interception. That's one he wishes he could have back.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield. Blake sends a man in motion.
We turning it up.
Dropping back. What a move by the defensive lineman to get the sack.
Now that is a heck of a play. When you drop everyone back in coverage and you still get the sack, you have two things. First, you have great coverage downfield. Second, you have guys up front who can really rush the passer.
On the 30-yard line.
From the start. We like a practice.
Nice job so far on 3rd down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Well, that didn't cut it. Now they're looking at 4th down.
They made the decision to just keep it on the ground. Take time off the clock, not force anything. This is a luxury of being a guest.
Three plays, they lost yardage. Here comes the punter. From the 31. Jennings takes the punt to the 40.
A gain of 7 yards. They'll take over at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Stay both left.
The Panthers with a 4-man front.
Let's go.
Gets the toss to the right. Lopez hauls him down behind the line. You know, John, he always seems to be in perfect position to make a play.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience to diagnose plays very quickly.
Second
and long coming up here.
On the 38-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Here we come.
Perry scans the defense from the gun, throws it, jumps and makes the catch. They're going to spot this one at the 50. He found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game.
Lucky. Watch your man. Let's go.
Crosses it out to the right. Lopez is there for the tackle at the 47. He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive play.
He made a name for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys that every defensive coordinator would love to have on his team. He's smart, he plays with good intensity, and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure gives this one a ride to the left. Incomplete pass. Hampton teed off on him and it forced the ball out before he could make the reception.
Yeah, and he's either going to get in there and knock the ball out, or he's going to knock someone else out.
3rd and 13. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Defense, get ready. This too easy.
Carolina comes out in a dime package. Launches this one to the right. He can't stay in bounds.
They like to throw it to the sidelines in situations like that. His throw was just a little off.
Hill was his intended target.
Come on. Here we go.
Difficult situation here, but not much else they can do but go for it. Going for it on 4th. They'll need a big play here. Pressure coming. Throwing. Nystrom records the tackle at the 44-yard line. Ball on their own 44.
At the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yes, on.
George, the deep back.
Here we go. Let's go now.
With a counter play. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Not much there.
Loss on the play.
Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Let's go. It's showtime, baby. Yeah, you see me. Get me going. Ain't no thing. We gotta have it, D.
Looking upfield. Look at that power. Hill is there on the stop at the 49. George busted through for a few tough yards. So about 3 minutes left.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Don't make a play. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Blake spreads them out.
Watch that screen.
Under pressure with the pass. Short pass completed to the wide receiver on the right side. Henry is there for the tackle at the 42-yard line.
So we gonna take it. From the start. Whip.
Tucks it away. Number 98 comes up to make the play.
This back loves to hit the defenders when they come close in for the tackle. He sees the hit coming, lowers his shoulder, and then boom, the defender's left lying there in his back.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Under 10. Watch out. You gotta believe it.
Hand it off to the back. Simeon is there on the stop at the 32-yard line. He pounds it in there for the first. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Will. I can do it, baby.
George, the lone back.
Come on. Let's go, D. Let's go. Get it up. Let's go.
Hand off to the tailback. Hill is there for the tackle at the 26. George with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup.
Second and 5. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. All right, let's go. Be the hammer, not the nail. All on us, y'all.
And he gets the delayed handoff. This one will be spotted at the 27. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game. Third down here, they have to get it to the 22 for a first down.
Over swing right. Yeah, you see.
Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
Can't bring him down. Penn comes up to make the play. They get it again on third down.
That's the kind of thing that deflates a defense. They keep getting them in these third down situations, and they can't seem to get the offense off the field.
And this is the 9th play of this drive. They're inside the 20.
Keep it up.
He gets the carry. Hill is there on the stop at the 14. And that was a gain of 7.
On the play.
And this is the 10th play of this drive. They're inside the 15.
Not today.
They give it to the halfback. Penn is there for the tackle at the 9.
Teams run in the middle about 80% of the time, and that's inside the tackles. So you have to be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
9 yards, they'll be in the end zone.
Turn it up now. Work it. Set. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Hand it off. Rogers is there on the stop at the 3. George kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. It's second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back it up, baby. Hey, watch that screen. Let's go. Let's run, man. Watch out.
Receives the handoff. Hill is there for the tackle at the 3.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
They're 3 yards away from scoring. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Carolina 41, Tampa Bay 13.
Buccaneers 13.
This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.